If you're over 60 and your legs feel heavy when you climb stairs, or you grab the wall just to stand up from a chair, I need you to stop everything and watch this right now, because what's happening inside your legs is not normal aging, and it is not something you have to accept. Every single year after 60, your body silently eats away at your leg muscle while you sleep, while you sit, while you go about your day, and most people don't realize it's happening until the day they fall, the day they can't get up on their own, the day their family starts talking about assisted living. But here's what nobody is telling you: the food sitting in your grocery store right now can fight back against this process, rebuild what's been lost, and protect the independence you've worked your entire life to keep. Today, I'm giving you 7 of them, and I promise you, food number 4 is something you probably ate just last week without knowing it was working for you. Stay with me until the end, because I'm also going to reveal the number 1 daily habit that is silently destroying your leg strength faster than anything else, and your doctor has almost certainly never warned you about it. Here's something your doctor probably never sat down and explained to you. After the age of 60, your body goes through a biological process called sarcopenia. And before that word scares you, let me explain it in plain English. It simply means your body starts breaking down muscle faster than it can rebuild it, and the legs, because they carry your entire body weight every single day, are the first place where this shows up, and the hardest place to recover it. Now I want you to think about something for a moment. Every decade after 60, the average American loses between 3 and 5% of their muscle mass, and that number accelerates the older you get, which means the legs that carried you through raising your children, through decades of work, through everything life threw at you, are quietly getting weaker every single morning you wake up. And here is why this matters more than almost any other health topic I could talk to you about today. Weak legs don't just make you slow, they make you fall, and falling after 60 is not a minor inconvenience, it is a life-changing event, because studies show that 1 in 4 seniors who suffer a serious hip fracture will never return to the independent life they had before. But I need you to hear the good news just as clearly as I gave you the hard truth. Your plate has more power over this process than any prescription I could write you. And the 7 foods I'm about to share with you are proof of that. So let's get into food number 1 right now. The first food I want you to start eating every single morning is something that has been sitting in your refrigerator your entire life, and that is the humble egg. And before you say anything about cholesterol, I need you to hear me out as your doctor, because the latest research has completely changed what we know about eggs and aging. And what we now understand is that eggs contain one of the most powerful muscle-building amino acids on the planet, called leucine. And leucine is the specific trigger that tells your aging leg muscles to stop breaking down and start rebuilding, which is something that becomes absolutely critical after 60 when your body's natural muscle repair system is slowing down every single year. 2 whole eggs in the morning gives your legs the raw material they need to fight back against sarcopenia before your day even begins. And the best part is that eggs are affordable. They are available in every grocery store across America, and they take less than 5 minutes to prepare, so there is no reason your legs should go without this every single morning. Tomorrow at breakfast, make yourself 2 eggs any way you like them, and know that you are doing something powerful for your independence. The second food on our list is one that I personally recommend to every single patient over 60 who walks into my office complaining about leg weakness, fatigue, or that deep, achy heaviness in their muscles that makes every step feel harder than it should. And that food is salmon. And here is exactly why it belongs on your plate at least twice every week, without exception. After 60, your leg muscles don't just weaken because of protein loss, they weaken because of something called chronic inflammation. A slow, invisible fire burning inside your muscle tissue that breaks down fibers faster than your body can repair them. And salmon is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory foods that exists on this planet because it is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that go directly into your muscle tissue, cool down that inflammation, and create the conditions your legs need to actually rebuild and grow stronger. A single serving of salmon twice a week has been shown in clinical studies to significantly reduce muscle loss in adults over 60, and whether you bake it, grill it, or even buy it canned to save money, the effect on your leg strength over time is real, it is measurable, and it is something you will feel. And now let's move to food number 3, which surprises almost every senior I show it to. Food number 3 is something you can find in every grocery store in America. It costs just a few dollars, and yet most seniors over 60 have absolutely no idea that it is one of the most powerful muscle-protecting foods their legs could ever receive. And that food is Greek yogurt. And I want you to understand why regular yogurt and Greek yogurt are not the same thing at all. Because Greek yogurt contains nearly double the protein of regular yogurt, and more importantly, it contains two specific types of protein called whey and casein that work together in a way that is almost perfectly designed for the aging muscle system. Whey protein hits your leg muscles fast, triggering an immediate repair response, while casein protein releases slowly over several hours, meaning your legs are being fed and protected even while you are sitting in your chair watching television or sleeping through the night. For anyone over 60 who wakes up with stiff, heavy legs or notices their thighs getting thinner year after year, a single cup of Greek yogurt as an afternoon snack can begin turning that process around in a matter of weeks, and I have seen this work in my own patients more times than I can count, which is why I will never stop recommending it. If what I am sharing with you today is helping you understand your body better than you ever have before, do me a quick favor and hit the like button right now, because I make a brand new health video for you every single day. And now let me get to food number 4, the one I teased you about at the very beginning of this video, the one you almost certainly ate sometime in the last week without ever knowing it was one of the most powerful foods for your aging leg muscles, and that food is spinach. And here is the science behind why this simple leafy green is absolutely extraordinary for seniors over 60. Spinach is loaded with natural compounds called nitrates, and when your body processes those nitrates, it converts them into something called nitric oxide, which is essentially a natural signal that tells the blood vessels feeding your leg muscles to open wider, allowing dramatically more oxygen and nutrients to reach the muscle fibers that are responsible for keeping you strong, stable, and independent on your feet. Studies have shown that seniors who regularly consume spinach experience measurably better blood flow to their legs, less muscle fatigue during daily activities, and significantly stronger grip and lower body strength over time. And the easiest way to get this into your body is simply adding a handful of fresh or cooked spinach to one meal every single day. Food number 5 is one that genuinely surprises almost every patient over 60 that I have ever recommended it to, because most people think of beets as nothing more than a colorful vegetable that stains your cutting board. But what I want you to understand today is that beets are one of the most scientifically powerful foods for aging leg muscles that nature has ever produced. And the reason comes down to the same nitric oxide pathway I just explained to you with spinach, except beets deliver it in a concentration that is so high, so immediate, and so measurable that researchers at major American universities have actually used beet juice in clinical trials to study leg muscle performance in adults over 60, and the results were remarkable. What they found is that seniors who consumed beets regularly had significantly better endurance in their legs during everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, and rising from seated positions. Their muscles fatigued more slowly, recovered more quickly, and performed with the kind of strength and reliability that most people assume is simply gone forever after 60, but it is not gone, it is just waiting for the right fuel, and beets are that fuel. You can roast them, juice them, buy them canned, or slice them into a salad, and any of those methods will deliver the same extraordinary benefit to your legs starting from your very first serving. Food number 6 is one of the most underrated, most overlooked, and most affordable muscle-protecting foods that any senior over 60 in America could possibly add to their diet. And I am genuinely frustrated that more doctors are not talking about this in their offices every single day, because lentils are a nutritional powerhouse that delivers something your aging legs are desperately hungry for, and that is a combination of plant-based protein and iron that works together in a way that directly fights two of the most common and most debilitating causes of leg weakness in seniors, which are muscle fiber breakdown and chronic fatigue. Here is what happens inside your body when your iron levels drop even slightly below optimal, and this happens to a shocking number of Americans over 60 without them ever knowing it. Your red cells lose their ability to carry sufficient oxygen to your leg muscles, which means every step you take, every staircase you climb, every time you push yourself up from a chair, Your legs are working twice as hard with half the fuel they need, creating that exhausting heavy feeling that so many of my patients describe to me and wrongly assume is just a normal part of getting older. 1 cup of cooked lentils gives you 18 grams of protein and nearly 40% of your daily iron in a single affordable serving that costs less than $1. Food number 7 is the one that my patients over 60 are always most skeptical about when I first mention it, and then become the most passionate about once they actually experience what it does for their legs, and that food is Tart cherries. And I want you to pay very close attention here, because what Tart cherries do for aging muscle tissue is something that no other food on this entire list does quite as effectively, and that is accelerate recovery. Here is what I mean by that. Every time you walk, climb stairs, do yard work, or simply move through your day, your leg muscles experience tiny amounts of damage at the cellular level, and in a young body, those micro tears repair themselves overnight without you ever feeling them. But after 60, that recovery process slows dramatically. Inflammation builds up inside the muscle tissue, and you wake up the next morning feeling sore, stiff, and heavier in your legs than you did the day before. And over time, that accumulated inflammation is one of the primary drivers of the progressive leg weakness that steals independence from millions of American seniors every single year. Tart cherries contain the highest concentration of natural anti-inflammatory compounds called anthocyanins of almost any food on earth, and research has shown that seniors who consume tart cherry juice or dried tart cherries regularly experience measurably faster muscle recovery, significantly less next-day soreness, and stronger leg performance over time. And now stay with me, because what I am about to tell you next changes everything. I promised you at the very beginning of this video that I would reveal the #1 daily habit that is silently destroying your leg muscle faster than almost anything else, and I want you to really hear what I am about to tell you, because this is something that affects virtually every single American over 60, and yet almost no doctor is having this conversation with their patients, and that habit is prolonged sitting. And before you think this does not apply to you, I need you to understand what actually happens inside your leg muscles at the biological level when you sit for more than 90 consecutive minutes, because it is far more damaging than most people realize. The moment you cross that 90-minute threshold without standing or moving, your body triggers a process called anabolic resistance, which essentially means your leg muscles stop responding to protein and nutrition entirely. It does not matter how many eggs or how much salmon or how much Greek yogurt you consumed that day. Your legs go into a breakdown state where muscle fiber is being destroyed faster than it can possibly be rebuilt, and research shows that the average American senior sits for more than 10 hours every single day without interruption. The solution is not a gym membership or an intense exercise program. It is simply standing up and walking for 2 minutes every single hour, and combined with the 7 foods I gave you today, that one simple habit change can genuinely transform the strength and independence of your legs within weeks. Before I give you the meal plan, I need you to do something right now that could genuinely change the trajectory of your health. I need you to honestly check yourself against these 4 warning signs, because in my 30 years of practicing medicine, I have learned that most seniors over 60 are already experiencing multiple signs of serious leg muscle loss without ever connecting what they feel to what is actually happening inside their body. Warning sign number 1, you need to use your arms to push yourself up from a chair or sofa, and you tell yourself it is just habit. But the truth is, your leg muscles no longer have the strength to do that job alone. Warning sign number 2, your legs feel unusually heavy or tire out after walking distances that never used to bother you, even something as short as walking across a parking lot. Warning sign number 3, you find yourself reaching for walls, railings, or furniture more often than you did just 1 or 2 years ago, because your balance and leg stability have quietly declined. Warning sign number 4, you are waking up at night with calf cramps or experiencing that deep restless achiness in your legs that disrupts your sleep. If 2 or more of these describe your life right now, I need you to understand that the 7 foods in this video are no longer just a helpful suggestion. They are urgent, they are necessary, and your legs are telling you they need help today. Now I want to make this as simple and as practical as possible for you, because I know that complicated meal plans with expensive ingredients and hard-to-find foods are something most seniors over 60 simply do not have the time or the budget for. So what I am giving you right now is exactly what I would tell my own mother to eat if I wanted to protect her legs and her independence for as long as possible. On day 1, start your morning with 2 scrambled eggs, which gives your legs that critical leucine hit first thing. Have a cup of Greek yogurt with lunch as your protein bridge through the afternoon, and finish with a baked salmon fillet and a generous side of cooked spinach for dinner. On day 2, begin again with 2 eggs at breakfast. Add a large handful of fresh spinach to whatever you eat at lunch, and in the evening make a warm lentil soup and delivers that powerful combination of protein and iron your leg muscles are hungry for. On day 3, have your eggs at breakfast as always. Enjoy a small bowl of Tart cherries or a glass of Tart cherry juice in the afternoon to fight the inflammation building in your muscles, and for dinner, roast some beets alongside any lean protein you enjoy. Repeat this simple 3-day rotation consistently, and I promise you that within 2 to 3 weeks, you will feel a difference in your legs that you have not felt in years. Your legs have carried you through every hard moment, every proud moment, and every ordinary beautiful day of your life. And they deserve to carry you through every single day that is still ahead of you, because your independence is not just about you, it is about being there for the people who love you. It is about not becoming a burden to your children. It is about waking up every morning and knowing that your body is still yours. Start with these 7 foods tomorrow, stand up every hour, and take back what is yours. I make a brand new health video for you every single day because your health simply cannot wait. So hit subscribe, ring that bell, and I will see you tomorrow.